Hi, I'm Michele Tampakis. We're here at the Institute of Culinary Education, where I'm the director of the Center for Advanced Pastry Studies and one of the career baking teachers. This is 501, a teaching kitchen for the career pastry students. And I'd like to take you through it and show you some of the great equipment that we have here for you to use when you come. So here we have a 60-quart Hobart mixer, and what's really special about this particular unit is it comes with a scraping blade and it has a hydraulic lift. So you don't have to wear yourself out cranking it up, and you don't have to stop all the time to scrape what's at the bottom of the bowl, which makes mixes really smooth and makes your work effortless. So this is a 20-quart Hobart mixer, the kind of machine you'd see in a pizzeria or a bakery. It's good for larger batches than a standard KitchenAid, not as big as the big 60-quart that we just went through. This is also a very important piece of equipment because it can handle heavy-duty mixing, bread doughs, things like that. It has a high-power motor, and it comes with all the different attachments. No kitchen would be complete without an army of KitchenAid mixers. Here they are underneath the table. Usually we have one per team of two. We use these mixers every day for every single thing, so they're real workhorses. So under here we keep induction units. And induction units are practical for a lot of things. They're good because you can put this anywhere. So if you do cooking on the fly, you do catering somewhere, you have a backyard party, as long as you have an electrical outlet that can support the amount of amperage that you need, you can cook on these. So because we use large quantities of dry ingredients like sugar and flour, we keep them in bins. This helps to keep the product clean and free from things dripping in or falling in off the counter. Smaller dry goods are on the shelves, arm's length reach, so easy to see. We try to keep them in rows so that you can always spot what you're looking for, and that's why there's such a long shelf like that. So everything has kind of its own row and make it easy to grab. Obviously refrigeration is essential. Reach-in refrigerators, two-door refrigerators are a must. Under-counter work. This is full size. This particular model I happen to like because you have a lot of flexibility with the way you arrange the shelves. Inside there's a whole rack of slats, and you can put the shelves any way you want, any distance apart. It's very easy to keep it neat and organized, and you can pull out the shelf and find whatever you need. So warewashing equipment obviously makes your job a lot easier because at the end of the day when you're cleaning up, it's nice to be able to throw stuff in there and wash things by hand as well. Either under the counter or above counter work equally well. The advantage of the above counter one that has a door on either side is that you don't have to actually bend to load it and unload it. You need lots and lots of things like rubber spatulas, small whisks, large whisks, teaspoon measures, ice cream scoops. All those kinds of things are important for baking classes. Measuring cups, I would say, are more important for the recreational classes than the pro because we try to encourage the students to weigh stuff rather than measure with volume measures. And then we come to RoboCoupe, which is by far one of the greatest inventions for chopping, for blending, for shredding, for slicing, tabletop, very strong motor, easy to clean. It's a great piece of equipment to have, and I couldn't live without it. This is a proof box, which if you do bread making, you really need because it'll give you a nice warm environment where you can control the temperature and the humidity. It turns out we use the proof box for a lot more than bread proofing. We use it during chocolate lessons to help keep melted chocolate in temper, to help keep cocoa butter colors fluid, to help keep the airbrush equipment running. So anytime you need to keep something warmer than room temperature, this is a great system to have. And you can use it without water, so it's just dry heat. We have convection ovens. Convection ovens obviously work with a fan. Convection ovens have shelves that are also adjustable, so you could make them as close or far apart as you need. The fan makes for very even cooking, but it's still essential that you turn stuff while it's baking. You can't just put it in and leave it there and expect it to come out all the same color all the way across. They do bake faster than conventional ovens because of that fan element, so you need to be mindful that you don't just put something in and walk away and forget to check it. Finally, we have a deck oven. This is a steam-injected deck oven by Vanguard. The decks are actually silicone lined, so they're non-stick. And the great thing about this oven is not only the size and capacity of the decks, because you can get 4 full-size sheet pans in this, but you can use the steam-injected feature, which allows you to bake breads that come out exquisitely beautiful and with a perfect crust. So I'm Michele Tampakis, and that concludes our tour of Ice's Pastry Kitchen 501.
Just needed to find lemon extract. Is that all right?
Okay.
Rub it out. Thank you.
No problem. It's okay.
It's part of the charm. All right, so we got that on tape. So take 25.
So you know, in our caffeine-obsessed society, we can't live without coffee. So every kitchen has a 2-pot coffee maker, and nobody ever drinks decaf. Okay, that's a myth.